Hello. I want to tell, or, man, I can never talk. Anyways, I kind of want to just tell what I did for New Year's Eve here. Well, I was supposed to hang out with this girl I had met, and, but then she ended up having a party with, it was, her sister and stuff, so she had to go, I guess. So then I wasn't gonna go out at all. But then I was like, I'm in Portland, it's New Year's, I have to wait a whole year for this again, so I was like, might as well just go out and have some alone time by myself, even though I kind of have enough alone time already. I'm just always by myself. So I took the train, and it was crowded, or the Max, I'm sorry, I always call it the train, and people are like, the what? And I'm like, the Max, and they're like, oh, why don't you just say that? And I'm trying to explain to them that I can't just say the Max to all my friends, I talk to all of you guys, and you don't know what the Max is, so I say the train, so you understand. Okay, anyway. I went to downtown Portland, and just walked around, and just was enjoying people having fun. God, I sound so lame. But I was walking around, and I was going to go to this Irish bar that I always see. But of course, everywhere was packed, and there's cover charges everywhere. So I just ended up walking around the whole night. But so I had passed that bar, and I remember I walked by these 3 girls, and one of them was hysterical on the phone, where are you? And I don't know, she's some kind of she had that African accent. I don't know what it was, so I only know Kenyan, and it wasn't Kenyan. But so she was freaking out, and as I walked by, this he looked like a bum, whether he was homeless or not. He just looked like a bum. And he walked by, and I had turned to watch what he was doing, and he went and tried to grab her thigh, and of course she starts freaking out, so I instantly turn around and I walk straight towards them, and I kind of turn to kind of guard them, and I'm watching him and watching everyone else. And then they were like, oh, do you know where this is? Can you help us? So I was busting on my phone, trying to find where they needed to go. The girl was drunk and hysterical on the phone. I'm surprised she didn't fall over. But I showed them where they needed to go, and it was so funny. And she was so drunk. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she was hugging me, falling on me, and I was like, it's perfectly fine. And it was just really amusing. And then I was walking around, and I was trying to kind of get a feel for what direction. And I'm still not kind of sure about the direction, north and things like that, or what streets are parallel and which ones run east to west. I'm still trying to learn all that. So I had a vision, or a picture of the map in my head, and I was walking around reading the signs. And I think at one point I don't remember what happened, but I know I turned a couple times and I got lost. Not lost, but I didn't know what direction I was facing. But anyways, so as I was lost, I think he was Italian or something. There was an Italian guy, some kind of European, and then an Asian guy, and they're like, do you know where the cheapest cover is? And I was like, no, I haven't been in anywhere. And we just chatted for a minute, and I was like, I don't even know where I am right now. And it was funny because it happened to be one of those blocks where there were no clubs. It was just really quiet, and it was dark, and it was just really, I don't know, it was just really calm. I liked it. That whole area, even during the day, it's pretty calm. So yeah, and I was like, well, I know some of the ones over there are kind of cheap, $10 cheap, so I mean, it's still pretty pricey. Maybe not compared to Vegas. I didn't go to clubs in Vegas, really. I went like 3 times. Anyways, and then I was seriously just walking around, and I remember I did a couple more turns, and I was like, I know where I am now. Okay, I got this. And I remember I turned one corner, and this guy just threw up, and I was like, yes. Like, he was crouched down, and this other guy was like talking to him, like they didn't know each other. But he was like, oh, come on. They were like walking and stuff. And I should have done this, but we have these like little water bottles we have in our garage full of water, and I was going to take some of them and some like granola bars for people who needed them like that. I was going to do that. I don't know why, but I forgot at the last minute. And when I saw him and he was like trying to regain himself, I was like, man, I wish I would have brought those water bottles. Like, he could have really used it. But I kind of hung around him for a minute, because then the other guy left him, and he was kind of chilling on the ground, and I was watching him, but he seemed to start to come out of it a little bit. So, and I was like, okay, this is really long already. Gosh, oh my gosh. Anyways, I was checking the time. I don't know how close this is. I'm probably gonna have to re-record it. Still walking around, and then I was crossing the street, and I could have swore I saw a girl from middle school, and I was like, hey, and I like said her name, but she didn't react. I mean, she was with a lot of people, but I'm almost positive it was her, and I want to like find her on Facebook and be like, hey, were you in Portland for New Year's Eve? Because I'm pretty sure I saw you. So yeah, I don't think anything else really interesting happened. I walked towards the river, and apparently there was like a marathon happening. Everyone had these numbers on. They were like jogging or running and stuff. Like, some of them had kids. Like, the kids were going, and they had strollers, and it was strange. I hadn't heard about it, and I happened to see it. I mean, and it was right after, I messed the part. And it was after, like, New Year's. So it was after midnight. But I was around Voodoo Donuts when midnight or whatever, New Year. And they have this alleyway with a bunch of picnic tables. It's for that. And then there's a restaurant next to it and stuff. And there's a bunch of people. And this drunk trombone player busted out a trombone and started playing Auld Lang Syne, but like he was drunk, but you could still tell it was really good, and it was just really surreal. Like, I just felt like I was in a movie. Like, I was like alone in the city in an alley, and it was dark. It was New Year's. There's a bunch of people celebrating and drunk, and this guy brings out a trombone and starts playing the song. It was really surreal and just interesting. In my Facebook, oh God, I hate her. I did not say that on this video. Love is patient and love is kind. Does not have me, does not boast, is not proud. Darn. Okay. Well, what was I saying? Sorry, I keep seeing my Facebook. I hear the notifications on my phone, and then I can see it on here, and someone. So yeah, marathon. And then I took like the second train after midnight home, and the girl that sat next to me was like drunk, and she was like not feeling good. But there will always be people that you do not get along with, whose personalities just makes you want to punch them. I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying, don't feel bad if some people's personalities you can't handle. It happens. It's okay. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. And I wish I knew how to edit, or I learned how to, like I learned on one of them, but they don't take, I have a new format. I'm not doing it. Maybe I'll mess around with it tomorrow and see what I can do. But like for some reason, I'm just gonna go. I really don't know what else to say because I really now need to read these comments on Facebook and see if I can be a smart butt. It's my favorite. I really hope I'm not super close. But I'm gonna go. Bye.